What is up, guys? Welcome to Neek, which stands for Nerd/Geek. And yeah, 2022 is here. I can't really believe it. 2021 actually kind of flew by for me. Like 2020 felt like very long, but then 2021 just like sort of flew by for me. But yeah, I do want to do lots of like end of the year lists, like anticipation for 2022, like and like into 2021 things, like videos on to do talking about movies in 2021, TV shows in 2021, and then also about like TV shows that are coming in 2022. So hopefully those videos will be on the way. I learned to stop promising videos because I have terrible consistency with uploading videos, so I just had to not promise anymore. But yeah, I do hope to make those. This video will be focusing on my most anticipated movies for 2022. It's going to be like 10 movies ranked, but there's going to be a lot of other ones I do want to mention and talk about. But like my top 10 are going to be like ranked in like very set top 10, and then there's other movies I'm going to mention. Alright, so first I wanted to talk about some movies that are part of franchises I like, that I am fans of, but like these specific movies aren't actually in my top 10. And there's a split. There's ones that I like the franchise, not super excited for the movie, and then ones I'm like the franchise, but I'm still excited for the movie, just not in my top 10. So the ones I am actually sort of excited for, we have Sonic 2. The first one was actually surprisingly pretty good. It wasn't like amazing. I don't even know if I'd say it was just solidly like really good, but you know, it was pretty good. But this one actually has me a bit more excited because this time we're going to get Tails, we're going to get Knuckles, and hopefully it'll feel more like an actual Sonic movie. I don't have the biggest hopes, and like even the trailer, there's some stuff I'm really excited for, some stuff that seems like I don't know exactly if they're going the right direction, but I'm pretty excited for it, and I think it'll be a fun time. Then we have Jurassic World Dominion. Jurassic Park is one of my favorite movies. Absolutely love that movie. The rest of the franchise isn't as good, but I do normally get some enjoyment from them, and Jurassic World is actually probably my second favorite movie in the franchise. I just thought it was a lot of fun, and Colin Trevorrow is returning to direct this one after not doing Fallen Kingdom, which I don't think was as good as the first Jurassic World movie. So I'm hoping they can actually return this to form for a franchise, and I'm hoping for the second best movie of the franchise, and for getting the original trio from the original movie back, which is very exciting. So I'm pretty excited for it. Black Adam, it's DC. The little teaser looks pretty cool, so I'm pretty excited for it. Black Panther 2, I don't actually think this movie is going to be coming out this year. There's been a lot of behind-the-scenes trouble. Well, obviously, with the sad passing of Chadwick Boseman, that they had to like rewrite it and stuff. And then like there's been a lot of like behind-the-scenes trouble with the person who plays Shuri now. Like, I don't know. I don't really want them to make Shuri the Black Panther. I'd probably just rather have a recast, which is so sad. It's just such a like bad circumstance because Chadwick Boseman was so good as Black Panther, and like the first one is a really good movie, and like they could build from it, but then they just lost that. What I would want is actually to like use the multiverse to get a different version of Black Panther, and they could get Michael B. Jordan to play back Black Panther like through like multiverse stuff. Like somehow if they did that, that'd be what I would want the most out of like what we can get, but I don't think they're gonna do that. And if they do the Shuri route, oh well, we'll see how it turns out. Then we have Aquaman 2. The first Aquaman is just so much fun. Like I have problems with it, and like especially on my rewatch when I watched it at home, I noticed some of them more. But like that first watch just in the theater was just one of my favorite theater experiences. Like to be honest, the action is just so epic, and it just has like awesome visuals and stuff. And it was just, I don't know, just so much fun, even though it has its flaws. So I'm hoping the second one can also just be fun, bring all the great action, bring the great visual style, and hopefully make like the dialogue better and make the story a bit more coherent. Yeah. Then we have Creed 3. This one is, pretty close to getting my 10. Like I'm really excited for this because I love the Rocky franchise. And more specifically, I really have liked these Creed movies. And Creed 1 and 2 are probably my second and third favorite of the Rocky franchise, only behind the original Rocky. I'm a big fan of them, so I'm excited to see a third one in here. And like Michael B. Jordan will be directing, which is very interesting to me. It'll be his first time directing, so I'm excited to see that. Then we had The Flash. I don't know if I should put this in the one I'm excited for or the one I'm not excited for, because I do not know what to think about this movie. Part of it is exciting, like bringing back Michael Keaton's Batman, bringing back Ben Affleck's Batman. So I guess I'm more excited for Batman than Flash in this movie. There's been things like saying that this might erase the continuity of the DC universe. I don't know what I think about it. I mean, the continuity is kind of very messy right now, but then it's not like that's also just more how Warner Bros. Fault. So I don't know if like erasing it is the right solution. I don't know if that's gonna happen and what I think about that. But the actual character of the Flash, I do not like this Ezra Miller version of the Flash. I didn't like him in the 2017 Justice League, and he's like a bit better in Zack Snyder's Justice League, but I still don't like him. I don't think Ezra Miller is like the best fit for the Flash, and that part just doesn't have me excited. But like all the crazy multiverse stuff, bringing in Batman, that does have me excited. Once I'm not super excited for in franchises I do overall really like is Fantastic Beasts Theory. Love the Harry Potter franchise, love the books, love the movies. Definitely a fan of this universe. But the Fantastic Beasts movies have not been the best. The first one I think is pretty good. It's pretty solid. I enjoyed it, even though it's a bit uneven. And then the second one is just not good. Pretty easily at the bottom of like all the Harry Potter like Wizarding World movies. I didn't really think it was that good, but at the same time it like did set things up in a way that you could have a good third one. So there's a bit of optimism there. The trailer didn't do anything to really say, oh, I should be excited for this. It didn't say like I'm definitely not excited for this, but right now I'm not too excited about this just based off the second one, and the trailer didn't like blow me away or anything. I'm really hoping it's good, and I'm definitely going to see it because, you know, it's Harry Potter. Then we have Morbius. It's a Marvel movie that I'm not very excited for. I haven't liked the Venom movies, and this is like the same thing, like the Sony turning this a villain character doing their own solo movie with them. So, yeah, that just got me excited. And the trailers have looked pretty just generic. But, you know, I think it could be all right. Then we have Uncharted. Absolutely love the Uncharted games. Amazing game franchise. Just love them. But, like, this casting for these characters is just so weird. Like, not even, like, hate to Tom Holland or Mark Wahlberg. Because, like, I love me some Tom Holland. He's great as Spider-Man. He's great in some other things I've seen him in. But, like, he's not Nathan Drake. And especially is Mark Wahlberg not Sully. I really don't see him as these characters. And then on top of that, the trailer just seemed to turn into just a very generic action movie. And, like, they're doing a prequel, but at the same time, they're bringing things from all the different games. And, like, they released, like, a clip from it that I saw, and it was of, like, this plane scene. Obviously, the plane scene is, like, the big moment from Uncharted 3. And it's, like, such an epic moment. They just seem to turn into such a generic action scene somehow. So I'm not excited for the Uncharted movie. But, like, I love the game. So it's, like, and it's, like, something that there should be a movie for. When I was playing through the Uncharted games, I'm like, this would be such a good movie. But, like, we're getting a movie, but it's not what I wanted at all. But, oh well. And then we have the Mario movie. I'm kind of actually excited for this just because of how crazy this, like when they announced the cast, I was like, it kind of made my excitement more because I'm like, what are they going to do with this? Like, lots of these people in the cast I think are great actors. I really like most of the cast. But then also some of the casting choices, especially Chris Pratt as Mario, seems so weird. Like, I would have never imagined Chris Pratt as Mario, but apparently that is happening. And yeah, I really do like Chris Pratt, but like he keeps getting miscast in things, and like this is just another example of it. Wow. But actually I do actually like some of the other picks for the rest of the cast, so like it's pretty good. But the main thing holding me back from this movie is it's Illumination, and I really do not like Illumination as an animated studio, so like maybe they got something good in them, but I doubt it. Now let's talk about some other honorable mentions There's After Yang, which is an A24 sci-fi movie, so that really has me engaged. It's going to be playing at Sundance, and Sundance is pretty soon. And, like, honestly, I might try to get tickets for it because it's, like, online. So I'm really debating getting tickets for it. But, you know, I'm kind of broke, so I don't know if I can spend the money on it. But, like, I really do want to see it when it does come out, if not seeing it at Sundance. But we'll see. And then we have Asteroid City, which is Wes Anderson's new movie. I'm a big Wes Anderson fan from what I've seen from him, and this cast is literally insane. Like, his last movie, The French Dispatch, had, like, an insane cast. This has lots of carryover with, like, the Wes Anderson, like, usuals, but then you also got, like, Margot Robbie, is Scarlett Johansson in it? Tom Hanks is gonna be in it. And then, like, also all the other carryover of, like, all the other people. I'm not going to list them all. Look up the cast, and you'll know it's amazing. Then we have Bullet Train, which just looks like it's going to be a really good action movie. Like, I really like Brad Pitt, and he's, like, in the lead here. And then it seems like a really interesting premise, and, like, the director has, like, is like a co-director on the John Wick movies, and then also has done some of his own, like, other action movies. So, like, that's pretty exciting, and I just have a good feeling this will be a really good action movie. And now I want to talk about some movies from directors I haven't seen any films from that are pretty big directors, so I'm, like, excited for them, but, like, at the same time, they're not going to be in my top 10 because I haven't seen any movies from these directors. But once I do, I think they could definitely be some of my most anticipated movies. So we have Pinocchio, which is from Guillermo del Toro, which, yeah, I haven't seen any movies from him. I really need to get on that. But then we have The Whale from Darren Aronofsky. That's definitely not how you pronounce his name. Then there's a bunch of, like, newer directors that are coming onto the scene, and this is their third movie. It's, like, a lot of people's third movies, which is very random of these, like, directors, as I was saying. So you have, like, Men from Alex Garland, Disappointed Boulevard from Ari Aster, Nope from Jordan Peele, which also got a really nice cast, and then The Northman also has a really nice cast and a really cool trailer. That's the one I'm excited for the most of these, because even though I haven't seen any movies from Robert Eggers yet, that trailer really enticed me. So I want to see movies from all these people because they have a bunch of movies that interest me, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But maybe I'll get around to it before their new movies release. So yeah, that is all of my honorable mentions. I've probably been talking a lot, and it's just been honorable mentions. But you know what? It doesn't matter because it's my video. Coming in at number 10 is Knives Out 2. And I loved the first Knives Out. I just thought it was so good. And, like, having Rian Johnson return to direct and write a second one with a new cast, because I don't want them to, like, continue that. So it's, like, exciting we could get Rian Johnson to direct and write a new murder mystery, but we still get to bring Daniel Craig back because Daniel Craig was great in the last one. And they assembled a great new cast of, like, a lot of people. Ethan Hawke is in it, right? Leslie Odom Jr., Catherine Hahn, other people I'm missing because I'm not looking at the cast right now. But it looks overall really solid, and I love the first one, so I probably will love this one too. At number 9, we have Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, this will be not the only MCU movie on my top 10, but yeah, I'm really excited for this. When they first announced it, it was like, ooh, something, like, really, like, cool, like Doctor Strange 2, but, like, in the Multiverse of Madness. It seemed like it was going to be a big, like, an event film within the MCU and have a lot of craziness, and that's still what it looks like now. When Scott Derrickson left the project due to creative differences, I was kind of scared because I'm like, oh no, I have a bad feeling about this. But then they brought in Sam Raimi to replace him, which is like, oh, that's actually a really good choice, because I feel like Doctor Strange is such a good fit for him. So I thought that was a great choice. I really want them to just go wild with this movie, really let it be the Multiverse of Madness, and I hope they do. They said originally it was going to be, like, the first MCU horror film, but, like, I'm sort of doubting that. I bet that's why Scott Derrickson left the project, because he wanted to push more horror film, and they said no. But yeah, like, it's still probably going to be great. The trailer they released looked really cool. We're getting Wanda to come in with Doctor Strange. Looks awesome. And It can't be worse than Sam Raimi's last Marvel movie, can it? Sorry if you love Spider-Man 3. I just really do not. Coming in at number 8 is Killers of the Flower Moon, which is Martin Scorsese's new movie. And I just have a good feeling it will be that top tier Martin Scorsese movie. Leonardo DiCaprio has done a lot of projects with Martin Scorsese, and Robert De Niro has done a lot of projects with Martin Scorsese. But they've never all three done one together until now. And the story that it's about just seems really interesting. I love those two actors, especially Leonardo DiCaprio. He's like my favorite actor. And you also got like Jesse Plemons in here. It just seems like it's going to be really great. So yeah, I'm really excited for it. Coming in at number 7 is Next Goal Wins. And I like, it was kind of like, it's a bit frustrating with this movie because it was like, I've been really excited about this film for a long time, but like it was supposed to come out in 2020, then 2021, and now it's finally coming out in 2022. And I think a big reason that it did get delayed was because of Armie Hammer was in the movie, and there's all the stuff with Armie Hammer. But they did announce that Will Arnett replaced Armie Hammer, and they already filmed those scenes. They already filmed the scenes of Will Arnett replacing Armie Hammer, so that's exciting. So that like seems like, okay, it's probably going to be this year. And it's Taika Waititi, who's one of my favorite directors. I love this man so much. He's just also just like, whenever I see him like in interviews and stuff, he seems like just a hilarious, funny man. But I love his films, and this is actually one of the 2 Taika Waititi films we're getting this year, which is also very exciting. I love Michael Fassbender. He's in the lead role. He's going to be playing a crazy coach, which seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. And like, also I've heard great things about the documentary it's based off of. So I think this can be like one of the best sports movies. Coming in at number 6 was Lightyear, and I did a video way back like when they announced this on like their Disney Investors Day, and I was just like not expecting it at all, and I was just like, my face just lit up with excitement, and then like, whoa, I did not see that coming, but that is so exciting. I love this idea. It's just like, it filled me with so much joy. I love Pixar so much, and I really love this Toy Story franchise. Like I just so much, but I don't want them to necessarily continue this franchise, but like, this is a fun way of how they can continue it in some way, at the same way not. Buzz Lightyear has always been like, I always loved this, like as a kid, I absolutely loved Buzz Lightyear, and I always wanted a Buzz Lightyear movie. Like I wanted to see the full thing where we did get like a straight to DVD movie with it, but you know, I wanted that full epic Buzz Lightyear movie, and it's Pixar's first time doing sci-fi, which is very exciting. The teaser trailer looked great. Like, I'm just so excited for this. I really hope it lives up to the hype. Though, my hype. So, yes. So excited. Coming in at number 5 is Mission Impossible 7. And I love this franchise, like, so much. And they just keep getting better and better. Like, the sixth one is actually the best one. Like, it's also just possibly my favorite action movie. Like, if we're talking like first genre action movie, not like stuff like they're like sci-fi first, fantasy first, you know, like just more just action movies. Mission Impossible Fallout is probably my favorite of the bunch. I just love that film so much, and I just want to see another movie of Tom Cruise just doing some crazy stunts. He's gonna be like 60 soon, and he's still doing this. I don't know how, but he's like apparently jumping off a cliff on a motorcycle. That's like behind the scenes stuff. A lot of crazy stuff. This movie has been delayed a lot, which is very annoying. Like, come on, it's all Top Gun 2's fault. Like, I actually haven't seen the first Top Gun, so like I'm not too excited for the sequel yet. But like at the same time, I'm less excited for it because it's all Top Gun 2's fault that this movie keeps getting delayed and I have to wait longer and longer to get it. But yeah, I really expect this to be great because it's the same director as 5 and 6, which were both bangers. Coming in at number 4 is Thor: Love and Thunder, and this is our other Taika Waititi movie in here and our other MCU film in here. I love both of those things, so like of course I'm going to be excited for this. And like when they came together last time in Thor Ragnarok, they gave me one of my favorite MCU movies. Love that movie. So like of course I'm going to be excited for this. Also got Christian Bale coming in as a villain, like amazing. And then you have the Guardians of the Galaxy are also going to be in it. Amazing. I loved how they interacted in game. And I'm excited to see them again because it looks like we're not going to get Guardians 3 for probably not till like 2023 or something. So like, I need this. Coming in at number 3 is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Into the Spider-Verse is my favorite comic book movie. So like, of course this is going to be up there. And like, I really like this first look they release. Looks really good. So excited for it. You also got Spider-Man 2099 showing up in here, played by Oscar Isaac. Coming in at number 2 is Babylon. Like, we don't even know much about this movie yet. It's not coming out till like late December, but like, it's Damien Chazelle. Whiplash and La La Land are like in my top 5 favorite movies of all time. Absolutely love those films. So like, First Man is also pretty amazing, but like, yeah, don't get me wrong, I think it's really great. But like, those 2 films, like, love them. So like, of course I'm gonna be excited for whatever Damien Chazelle does next. And like, Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie are like the main stars in it. Like, sign me up. Can't wait. But coming in at number 1 is The Batman. Like, ever since that first trailer dropped, my hype for this film has been insane. I have seen that trailer so many times. And then they dropped the second trailer. Absolutely loved it. Seen that trailer so many times. And then they recently dropped that third trailer, and I've seen it quite a few times too. I love Batman, and I love how they seem to be taking a more detective approach. Love the cast here. Paul Dano as Riddler seems like perfect. Greg Fraser's cinematography looks amazing. Everything I've seen from this movie, I loved. Especially those trailers. They're so good. And like, I just really hope and feel like this could be something special. And it's coming out in just a couple months. Yeah. So, yeah, The Batman is my most anticipated movie of 2022.